Hi, I'm Stephen Farr-Jones. I'm the president of Triadix Strategic Data Solutions. Today we're going to talk about growing your guest counts. It is an industry-wide issue that we're all facing, which is declining guest counts in the face of rising costs to the consumer, but also rising labor and food costs for ourselves. One of the key ways to attract guests to your locations is to apply our trademarked identify, attract, retain approach. Identify who the customers are that like your brand already. Attract more of those kind of customers into your brand. Retain the existing customers you brought in and the new ones you are bringing in various ways over various time periods. What are we all facing today in the restaurant industry? We're facing inflation, we're facing rising food costs, we've had rising labor costs as well. And not only that, we're facing increased competition from the stores around us and the competitors around us because they are in exactly the same boat. Not only are we seeing competition from local restaurants, we're also seeing it from your local grocery stores and other places where home delivery, meal kits, and even the ghost kitchens that are not that important anymore. But all of these are taking away share from your customer and top of mind share for your restaurant and your customer and getting them back into the store, whether they deliver it to home or whether they come into the store itself. When you have a decline in guest counts or a decline in sales, it is all the more important to keep your marketing up because it is this precise time when you can take market share and top of mind share from your competitors, no matter how they present themselves to your customers. If you were more efficient in your marketing spend, if you were able to target better whom you were speaking to and whom you were not wasting money on, you would be able to continue your marketing even in a marketplace where the guest counts are down to drive a higher share of wallet and share of mind from those customers who should be in your location as opposed to a competitor's. If you were to analyze your customer data and identify those that are higher value, you can spend a disproportionately higher portion of your marketing spend and time trying to get more of those types of customers in your door and to get the existing high value customers to come back more frequently. But you've got to know who they are first. One of the unique parts of data in the United States in particular is the ability to create what are called propensity lists. A propensity list is literally what the word says. It is the likelihood, the propensity of a household to behave according to a certain thing or goal. Well, if you have that list, you can literally communicate to the top 1, 5, 10% of those customers that are close, or potential customers, that are closest to your locations. Propensity lists are golden. They are the best targeting methodology that you can use. One of the things you can also do is if you know your customer base and you built propensity models to say, go after families who look like your best customers or go after single households or younger groups who come together, is to then customize the offers to those individual groups. There's not much point in providing an offer to a family that is about a single meal. But if you can provide them a take-home replacement meal offer, like we did in COVID, but extend it to the actual offers being done nowadays, you can actually make sure that you get a higher check average out of a family target versus non-family target, or somebody who typically comes in only for breakfast to try to get them to extend to a lunch offer. We can also look at your customer base and analyze who's coming in for dinner and start pitching for them that they either pick up a meal on the way home or get delivery instead of being in store, or vice versa. All of these things are possible, but you've got to be able to message them in the right way, and that means understanding some small key factors about who they might be. When we move to attracting customers, we've got to remember that there are more than one channel of marketing that we can reach them with. We've all become very used to, particularly since COVID happened, that digital and email are the only ways, more or less, that we can contact our customers. That's not true. There are so many other ways that we can reach them. We can reach them in the app. We can use push text. We can use opted-in text. We can use opted-in email. And we can use social media marketing, banner ads, and things like that. With direct mail, we can look at different types of offers for different types of groups and with different types of messaging. It is still one of the preeminent channels for acquiring new customers in particular. And it is superb at reactivating lapsed customers. If you have a problem with lapsed customers, we've heard of several brands in the news recently who have got a lot of lapsed customers and don't necessarily know how to get them back. We found that direct mail reactivation of those customers can be highly effective and very good ROI. Once they're back in the fold, we can go back to our digital means to keep them engaged and speaking to us. When we do digital advertising, remember you have more than just Google ads to go with. You can do geofencing, you can do over-the-top TV in various forms, you can do all kinds of social media ads as well. It's not just search engine marketing that's important to you out there. So when we're trying to attack customers, let's not just think of new. New is real. We want to get new customers, but we can get them in many ways. We can target our competitors' customers directly. We can figure out what neighborhoods your customers and your competitors' customers are coming from. And we can start targeting those neighborhoods directly, whether it be with direct mail or digital or other methods. One of the preeminent ways of attracting new clients is using your existing best customers. Ask them literally to bring a friend. Ask them to do a referral. One of the direct mail pieces we do literally has 2 offers on it, labeled as for you and for a friend. Guess what? We almost get as many redemptions out of the for a friend offer as we do from the for you offer. People hand these over when they feel connected to the brand. One group of customers that we forget to attract is the local businesses and their employees. So many times we have seen brands that have not reached out to local businesses within a half a mile of the individual locations. Whether these people come in for breakfast on their way to work, use you as a lunch place, a destination, or a pickup place for their lunches, or a pickup place for a replacement meal at home on their way home, or a happy hour after meals, or even do an event at your location. Businesses are a goldmine and should not be ignored. So you've identified who your customers were, you've attracted them, what are you going to do to retain them? One of the key things you can speak to is customers who have lapsed from your business. It could be a lapse of 3 months, it could be 3 years, it could be 10 years. We've had success reactivating customers who are still living locally as far as 15 years ago and getting them to come back into the same concept. One of the things I always encourage people to do in regards to retaining customers is to expand your knowledge of who your customers are besides an email and name. We can help you find the physical addresses for about 80% of all the email addresses you currently have. And if you know their physical address, you start to understand which neighborhoods are providing you with a greater proportion of customers compared to others, and where you should focus your marketing, be it digital or offline. There are different types of direct mail that you can use to help retain customers. Lapsed customers is one thing. Another one is recognizing the cadence of a customer and how frequently they might be coming in. There are multiple ways to try to retain customers. You can hit lapsed customers once they have lapsed, but you can also hit them beforehand. Or you can try to hit them during times that they're not expecting. Sometimes that can be a birthday. Sometimes it can be as simple as the anniversary of when they joined your mailing program. Or what if you hit them on their actual wedding anniversary? That date is available. We can do it, and you may have a perfect concept to hit getting people to come back in and celebrate a wedding anniversary. Heck, we can even do divorce anniversaries. They're kind of fun to mail for. Another way to retain customers is to do bounce backs. It's a literal old school scratch off card that you hand out in store, where every game card is a winner, and it can drive customers back in a very short time period. Usually we have time promotions that are 6 to 10 weeks long. The cards are handed out for the first 4 weeks, and the promotion lasts the entire 8 to 10 weeks. And we see guests coming back repeatedly in that time frame to accelerate growth in your brand. So we've all been facing declining guest counts. Makes sense. There's been higher costs. Customers are not as comfortable paying as much for the food as they have been. However, we can do something about it. And that something is not cutting your marketing. The marketing costs right now are the cheapest they've ever been, so long as you are targeted. In our world, when guest counts are declining or sales are going down, the best investment is in direct response. Direct marketing, be it through your email teams, through your direct mail, can significantly improve the ROI of your marketing efforts and hence help combat guest count decline due to the higher labor and food costs and overall pricing that we've all been forced to adopt in recent years. If you'd like more information on how you can get more targeted with your marketing and get a higher ROI to boost your guest count and sales, give us a call today. We're available all the time. Like and subscribe for more content on data-driven marketing.